How's it going, peaceful people? It's Mr. Delpha here. And a special shout out to my comics and creative writing students. I have something special planned for you. I miss you all very much, and I hope you're doing well. Good afternoon, class. Mr. Delpha here with another episode of the Star Power Hour. Today, I'll be showing you a helpful format that you can use to create a narrative or a story. And with that, we will be creating a comic strip. And, without further ado, let me know that you're ready. Powder Toast Man is always ready. So, this is a story arc. Simply, it is a curved line representing the dynamics and purpose of our plot from a start to a finish. Here is a 3-act story structure in 4 panels that we will use to create a full and complete story, and it will hold our comic. Act 1 is our beginning. It includes the opener of our story and introduces our main character or characters. Maybe a shy lizard, or a heroic princess, or a red ball, or a bright flower. Your characters can be anything, and in Act 1, we share a little about them. Also, Act 1 shows the direction of the plot. Where will the story take us? As we step into Act 2, in the middle of our story, a lot can happen, but we want to focus on 2 parts, the hook and the conflict. Through this rising slope, our characters will try to accomplish their goal, the hook, and in doing so, they will run into conflict. This brings us to the resolution in Act 3. It is the end of our story and comic. Shown here would be the final reaction of our characters. Our problem solved, or sometimes just disputed. Maybe there will be just a punchline to be laughed at. That is up to you. So, with all this, maybe you are catching some good ideas for your own comic, as I've been explaining the different parts of a story. The best way to organize the ideas to fill your panels is to brainstorm. So I use the brainstorming map, but there are so many different ways to lay out your thoughts and ideas. I suggest just writing them down to organize later. By doing this, you'll be able to take your larger ideas and simplify them into smaller ideas, which can be used for all sorts of things. I challenge you to use communication for your comics theme today. As you know, H.W. Smith, as well as Peaceful Schools, has communication as one of their themes, so it should be easy for you to translate communication into a comic form. Some points that I used today while planning were jokes and found words, as you'll see. Be creative and don't get discouraged, because all of your comics will be special in their own ways. Once I had my ideas laid out, I decided on my plot and storyline and drew up my rough draft. It might take you longer to get to this point, and that's okay. Take your time. And let me tell you about my comic. If you go back in the video and look at some of the key points I wrote in my brainstorming map, one of the boxes said Lost in Translation. And inside that box, I wrote, Going to the Store for Mom. In the first panel, our introduction, you can see what I have is a boy and a mother. The mother's going to be asking the son to go to, the bakery. She's going to say, Could you go to the bakery and get me a carrot cake? And the boy's going to say, Yes. So then, as we move into the hook, I wanted the boy to be walking to the store, and I wanted him to be thinking of the word that his mother asked him to get. But then I wanted him to start thinking of that word in other forms. So I'm going to have him say carrot cake, carrot bake, care hat rake, ferret cave, fun for Dave. Because what he's doing, he's actually thinking of the words, because you can see the bubbles right here. So he's thinking of the word, but in his head he's kind of jumbling it up. And that's where he's going to run into the conflict. So in the third panel, the son is going to get to the store, or the bakery, and because he was messing with the word in his head, he now only remembers the last thing he said, which was fun for Dave. So he's going to get to the bakery, and he's going to say, "Hello, sir. Do you have any fun for Dave?" And this is the store clerk. He's going to say something like, "Dave who?" So right there, there's a conflicting scenario. He forgot the word that his mom wanted him to get, and the bakery clerk has no idea what he's talking about. Who's Dave? Who's that? So, to close out the resolution, or to end the comic, I have the son walking home, and he's just going to be thinking random things, like whatever you want him to think. Could just be ... He's not really thinking anything. He came back from the store empty-handed. And that's when he gets home. And his mom's going to ask him, "Hey, did you get the carrot cake?" And the son's just going to say, "Dave who?" So, that's the ending I decided on for my comic. There's a sense of humor to it, but it also speaks for our theme communication and how we can hear something, but we could also twist it and forget it and lose the true meaning of it when it's inside of our own heads. So when we have to actually utilize what we took in, it might have got lost in translation. After your rough draft is completed, you can have some fun finalizing it, inking your lines and coloring it. I would love to see them. If you do happen to make a comic, please take a picture of it and post it in the comment section below. And if you have any questions, please write your questions as well. Wow, thanks for following along with me. I hope you learned something new. And if you did, and were able to make a comic strip, as I said, please post it in the comments section below, because I would love to see your work. Until next time, have a good day.